Seasons After Fall is a wonderful little two-dimensional platformer with an awesome and unique art style, as well as a beautiful soundtrack just to draw you right into this game. You control this cute little fox as you explore this forest, trying to collect the different pieces of the seasons so that you can perform some sort of ritual at the end to win the game. As this cute little fox, you're going to be doing a lot of basic platforming. That's running back and forth and jumping onto the different platforms to move throughout the areas. What they've added to spice things up a little bit is a unique seasons mechanic. After you collect the different elements of the spring, summer, fall, and winter seasons, you can use them to change the environment to that season. In the different seasons, different things in the environment will react differently. Different plants will open up new areas or platforms or ways for you to get across the level. This opens up a lot of interesting gameplay elements where you have to switch back and forth between particular seasons to solve these puzzles and move throughout the game. My only gripe about this seasons mechanic is that it can get a little bit repetitive. All you'll be doing is changing the seasons back and forth to open up these new platforms and then using basic platforming to get to different areas, which can get a bit repetitive the longer you go through the game. The story in Seasons After Fall is a little bit confusing. It's a bit shallow in the sense that if you don't think about it too much, it's totally okay, but then once you ask a few questions, you're really confused about what's going on. You start the game in the sanctuary with somebody talking to you about trying to get the different elements of the season to perform some sort of ritual. There is a twist later in the game that does change things up, but it still opens up more questions than it answered. I found myself really easily buying into this world. I was interested and compelled to find out what happens to all these different characters, but it just took so long for me to figure out almost the majority of the game to figure out exactly what was going on. I might have liked a few more hints early so I could at least get a sense and kind of get over who the hell I am and what am I doing so that I can move on and focus about, okay, what's going to happen next. The puzzle sequences in Seasons After Fall actually do offer a bit of a challenge. Trying to coordinate all the 4 seasons with all the different gameplay elements in some of the puzzles can be quite a challenge and does keep you going throughout the game. The great thing about those challenging puzzles though is I never found that I was stuck for things to try or to do. There's 4 seasons, so if you just cycle through them all, you can slowly figure out your way how to solve each of these puzzles, making it feel like even if you get a little bit stuck, you're that much rewarded when you finally do solve the puzzle. I was impressed with how well Seasons After Fall introduced new gameplay concepts to the player. With the 4 seasons and all the different elements in the game, if they got shoved in your face all at once, it would be a lot to handle. But because they've paced it so well, by the time you have all these elements at your disposal, you feel comfortable with all of them and you can attack these puzzles comfortably. There is a bit of backtracking in this game. Once you reach the halfway point of the game, you'll have to go through each of the levels you've already been to before. But the way they spice things up is they let you use your new abilities to access new secret areas in the levels you've already been to access new and interesting things that will progress the story. I was impressed at how well they used the space despite how small it was. Overall, Seasons After Fall offers decent platforming and puzzle gameplay with a little bit of a lackluster story, but an amazingly beautiful art style and a wonderful soundtrack that will just have you enjoying your experience despite those other things. For that reason, my final verdict for Seasons After Fall is a 7 out of 10. It's a pretty good game. Definitely, if you're a big fan of the artistic and experiential games, I would definitely give Seasons After Fall a look. You will probably enjoy your time playing through this beautiful game. But if you're more of a platforming fan looking for some intricate gameplay elements, you may not find that here in Seasons After Fall. Well, that's it for this one. I gotta thank you guys so much for being here, and I definitely hope to see you next time on Yes Guy Gaming.